So we're on 10.9 day 2, and so if we have secants and or tangents that intersect on the exterior of a circle, so here we have our vertex on the outside of our circle each time, then the measure of the angle is equal to half the difference of the arcs. So in this one, the angle equals half the difference of the arcs. Oh, maybe I could write arc minus arc. Looks like a smiley face. Okay. You see it? Like the eyes and the little scrunchy nose? Okay. All right. So it's half of arc minus arc. And so we want to make sure that we do the far arc minus the near arc. So the measure of angle A equals 1/2 of arc CE minus the measure of arc CE minus the measure of arc BD, which is the near arc. So far minus near. On this one, it looks a little different, but we do have a nice little tangent line right there. So the tangent is touching the circle. And so the measure of angle A, so the angle equals half of what minus what? BD minus BC. Yeah, measure of arc BD minus the measure of arc BC. So again, far minus the near little arc there. Okay. And then over here, the last one, the angle A is 1/2 of, again, far. This one happens to be a major arc, so the measure of arc BDC, big arc, minus the measure of arc BC. So really easy. We just have 3 little conditions. It's either half the sum, half the arc, or half the difference of the arcs, okay? So let's look here at number 11. It says the measure of arc ML. ML is right here. It is 44 degrees. And the measure of arc DR is 136 degrees. And we want to find the measure of angle T. So the measure of angle T, I'm going to call it X. And so since this vertex is outside the circle, I know that my angle X is going to equal half of what minus what? 136 minus 44. 136 minus 44. Okay. I don't know what that is. What is 136 minus 44? 90. 92, I think. 136 minus 44? Yeah. That is 92? 92. Oh, nice work. 45, 46 is half of 92, I believe. So angle X would be 46 degrees. All right, let's turn the page. All right, number 13. It says the measure of arc MK is 128. Do you know what that's from? Okay. I think so. Yeah, okay. And then the measure of angle N. So angle N is way down here. It's 44 degrees for that angle way down here. And we want to find the measure of arc DV. So DV is this arc. I want it to be our X that we're trying to find.
44 equals 1/2 X minus, 128 minus X.
Good, excellent. So again, the angle equals, so our angle is right here. So we're starting there. So angle equals half of the difference of the arcs. So 128 minus X. And we did need to do that far minus the close one. Okay. How do we get rid of this 1/2? Yeah, times by 2, the easiest way to deal with that. So then we have 88 equals 128 minus X. I don't have a calculator, you guys. It's all on you. Subtract 128 from both sides.
Negative 40.
Equals negative x, which means x equals positive 40.
Please excuse the interruption. Any students going on the Pitt Bitters field trip, please meet at Miss Meary's room at this time. Thank you.
Oh, it's for elementary school.
It's a college trip.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Let's look at number 18. So number 18, we have a tangent and a secant line. And we want to find the measure of arc MK. So MK is right here. We're going to call it X. How are we going to set this one up?
160 minus.
Yep. 160 minus X, if you need to go. All right. So, again, far arc minus the near arc. Good to go? Do we need to solve that together, or you're good? You're good, yeah, okay, good. And then, 19 is interesting. Let's do 19 and we'll call it good. So on 19, we want to find the measure of angle PQR, so we want to know the angle right here, angle Q. And all I know is 313 degrees. What is 300, where does 313 go from? So, yeah, and it's going all the way until it hits its tangent points here. So 313 is this whole major arc right here. So how do we get this little guy down here? Good. 360 minus 313. I don't know what that is either. 47, thanks. All right. So now we have our arc, and so we can say that our measure of angle PQR, angle equals half of what minus what? 313 minus 47. And you can solve from there. Angle equals half the difference. Any questions so far? All right, well, hold on, okay, yeah, that's all. Perfect, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you guys have adults math. 8